Well, you had a lot of steps along the way where it looked like, you were making these milestones along the way in that process, in that progress of becoming a pro wrestler. Like you made a ton of appearances on WWE. Did you ever think that any of those appearances would lead to you being in WWE?
No, because just the way they kind of like they do stuff. Like if you're an extra, that I kind of realize that means nothing unless you have to be an extra and you come in and you're 6'6" and jacked up. Like they might be like, oh, we could do something with this guy. But if you're
Mhm.
not, they don't care. Like how many people have got signed because they got squashed and they like that? Colin Delaney, but like
Yeah. James
you can't.
Ellsworth. Yeah. There's very
Yeah,
few.
it. I knew it wasn't very likely, and I think back in the day. Sorry, my thumb's in the way. Back in the day, they used to have you do like matches during the day, and they'd kind of see if they kind of liked you. Then I've done extra work a bunch of times, and I've had one match during the day.
Oh,
And
who was
looking
that
around,
match with?
I was against Alex actually.
Oh, okay.
So we had a good match. It was very, quick 5-minute match, but it was like, I'm looking around. I'm like, I don't know if anyone here is in position to hire anyone. So it's
Mhm.
like, I don't know if this is for nothing, but you know, I mean, people said they liked it, but I don't know. So, yeah, I didn't, after any of those things, I'm like, I didn't think anything would ever come out of it.
But you have a tough enough audition that's online. I watched it recently. It's pretty good. Did they encourage you? Did they go, "Hey, we've seen you backstage. We've seen you at a few events. Maybe audition for Tough Enough."
No, they never said anything. They never responded to that tough enough thing.
But they
Uh,
put it on their YouTube channel.
yeah, just put it on their YouTube. They knew it was good and entertaining, but I don't know what they're looking for the show. I thought like I try to think of outside the box because I knew everyone in the whole world was gonna be like, "Oh, it's my dream to be a wrestler," and I've
Yeah.
always wanted. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna do some dumb stuff and be entertaining. Like it's all you can do. So, but they never hit me up. They just put it on their YouTube, and I'm like, awesome, it's on their YouTube. And then no one ever contacted me. So not even to ask me if they could put it on the YouTube. They
Yeah.
just
Well,
so it
you
was
signed that away when you sent it to them, I'm sure.
wasn't like I'm mad or anything, but it was like
Yeah.
just put it up. They didn't even hit me up. They didn't even ask. They didn't say anything.
Yeah, it's kind of
Not
like a tease.
a second interview. Like nothing.
It's kind of a tease for them to go, "We acknowledge this. It's good enough of all the auditions to put it on our YouTube channel. But yeah, we're not even going to reach out
Yeah,
to you."
yeah. So I don't know what they're looking for, but it wasn't me. I guess.
So was there a certain part of you when you went to AEW, saw your name on the board as local talent that you went, "Oh man, here we go again."
Yeah, that's what. So I think like for a while, me and Alex were like, "Damn, we need to like make stuff happen now." Like we kind of put AEW on our like number one. Like we wanted to get there more than WWE or anywhere else. But you know, we so we went to AEW. We were pumped, and then once we sold up the town, we're like, "Oh, back to being depressed again." This is we're back to as if nothing happened in a sense. And we're used to like if you go to WWE, you extra work, it's almost like they don't even care. Like you're not going to get looked at all. So luckily AEW is different than that. And you can see that even with like now, a lot of people that have been extras recently have gotten signed. So but it was at first when we first saw that it was pretty depressing. We're like, it could have been anyone, but we just happened to be here. So, but I mean, it worked out. But once we saw that, we were very, pretty upset.
Well, it doesn't matter now. It doesn't matter now because
Yeah.
it all works out. But was there somebody that you felt you needed to win over, whether it was in the ring with what you did or backstage? Is there someone you felt you had to win over to try to come back more than once?
Well, we knew the Bucks and we've wrestled the Bucks before, so we knew like they. We didn't. I mean, not that we didn't need to impress them, but like they knew who we are. They knew we could wrestle and stuff like that. We wanted to make sure Tony saw everything, and Cody. So after the show, we like try to stay around and try to find them and just make sure we said again like thank you for the opportunity and all that stuff. but it was mostly just hoping that those two would at least see it and hopefully enjoy it.